Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a mini reading focused on weekend vibes. What's coming up for you in the next couple of days, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. General reading as always, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll include a link to the decks and creators that you do see here today. And cross-watchers are always welcome, so let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and use the Love Potion Oracle deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. Weekend vibes. All right, so let's take a look at that here. Okay, feeling shut out. So maybe you're feeling shut out right now in regard to a particular situation. But there is this intensifying chemistry that's also coming through here. Interesting. Let's grab another card here. Treating you right. So what I'm getting from these cards right here, Aries, is that you might have detached from somebody that did not treat you right in the past. And so this might be focused on a new love connection or a new chapter of your life where you do feel this chemistry with someone else. And look at this next card right here. We've got happily ever after. So you might have actually found the one for you. All right, so let's add to that. We'll go ahead and pull from the Charm Cards deck by Mystic Moon. So saying goodbye to the past and focusing on somebody that can really offer you happiness, happily ever after, a forever kind of love. What else for Aries? We've got Pride, okay, Flag. And every time I see this, it reminds me of those who are serving in the military, okay? So if that's something that you resonate with, either a love connection, has served time in the military, or maybe this could even be you. And just being prideful. We have Butter, smooth over, okay? Being able to smooth things over with somebody. Maybe this is the weekend to actually get that going. So I also get for some of you, and this doesn't just apply to love connections, if you've had a falling out with somebody, it could be a friend, it could be a relative. However way that's presenting itself, that you maybe shut them out of your life, but maybe this could be a weekend where you guys can actually have a conversation to smooth things over and just be able to let bygones be bygones and find forgiveness in a particular situation. And then we have Spoon, hunger. Okay, so there could certainly be this intense chemistry that you feel. We already have intensifying chemistry. They've got this hunger for you, this insatiable appetite to be with you is what I get from that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. So I'm going to pull from my Tarot Teacher deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know? All right. So we've got a few scenarios, or really a couple of scenarios popping up here. We have the Five of Pentacles. So it makes sense to me because this can represent someone who's been left out in the cold. You might be dealing with an earth sign here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So they're feeling shut out because you left them out in the cold is what's presenting itself here. This could, of course, be indicative of a breakup. Those of you who basically detached from somebody, you left them out in the cold because of something that they've done. And so maybe this person wants to be able to smooth things over with you. But the thing that's presenting itself here too is that you might have already moved on to someone else where you feel more of a chemistry with this person. You don't have any issues with this individual. They're treating you right. They make you happy. You certainly could see long-term future with this person, even by way of marriage. And it's so interesting that this is the next card. You've got the Hierophant picking up off of Taurus. But it could be any sign really that you're dealing with here. This is basically commitment. This is someone who's ready to offer you that happily ever after, which is very similar to the whole Ten of Cups energy, where they see a future with you. They see themselves getting married to you someday. They want to be able to build a life with you. The Hierophant is all about two people who feel this connection that you're meant to be together. There's also this spiritual lesson that's tied into this energy. Okay. These cards are interesting because we've got the Judgment card here, which is about a rebirth or an awakening. It's, as I've mentioned before in other readings, it's like it reminds me of an alarm clock, like that wake-up call, and somebody needs to pay attention to that wake-up call, you know, and I'm kind of feeling it for the person that you might be thinking about, that you might have left out in the cold, and maybe they're responding to that wake-up call, and they now realize that they've done certain things in the partnership to really ruin the dynamic of things, and maybe they might ultimately find a way to reach out to you, to apologize, to let you know that they do want to smooth things over with you, and maybe they do want forgiveness and a reconciliation here. They've had a chance to really evaluate how they treated you. But maybe it's too late is what I'm getting for some of you guys, because I can't help but feel that this could represent someone else aside from this person that you have shut out. But at the end of the day, you got to trust your gut, your intuition, okay, with that High Priestess, your inner voice and what feels right for you. So don't do anything hasty, because this is a card of inaction. It's a card of waiting. So you might have some options here to consider. So maybe this is the weekend for you to figure all of this out. So here comes the Empress. So my feminines, there's something that's communicated here through these cards that are very important for you personally. You know, so you might be dealing with a masculine that you needed to shut out because they weren't treating you right. But I'm also getting for the collective that there might be someone else here where you see yourself building this very happy life with. So the timing might be a little bit off as far as someone from your past finally getting that wake-up call to do the right thing and to come towards you. And then you've got the World card right here, which is a cycle completion. So it's really up to you, my feminines, and what feels right in your heart, which is why you got to follow your gut and your intuition. Because if you have, for example, already moved on to somebody else, and then someone from your past realizes that they made a mistake and they want to come back, you've got some choices to make here, you know? So it's up to you if you want to be able to close that door from the past, and maybe you've already opened up a new door with someone else here. Things can fall into place, but I feel you've got some major decisions you got to make. And then you've got the Sun, so you're meant to be happy. You're meant to find fulfillment in your life, certainly when it comes to your relationships here, your love connection. Because your future is on the line here is what I'm getting. We're talking marriage here. We're talking having children with somebody. So I'm feeling two people. I'm feeling one from the past and one that you might be currently involved with right now. So you've got some choices here to make this weekend. So choose wisely, because someone from the past returning is not always a good thing, you know? So you have to be mindful of what it is that they're able to offer you if they want to return. Because it's good for somebody to realize the error of their ways and to apologize, but they also have to be able to offer you things that could have been missing in the partnership, which is why you shut them out to begin with. Because there could be someone here that's actually really good for you. So yeah, choose wisely, okay? So let's wrap things up here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of songs from my Heart Songs of the 90s. Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at that. If you're not familiar with the song, see if you recognize or are able to resonate with the lyrics here. Please Forgive Me by Bryan Adams. I'm telling you, there's someone from the past who wants to come back, who wants your forgiveness. The one thing I'm sure of is the way we make love. The one thing I depend on is for us to stay strong. With every word and every breath I'm praying, that's why I'm saying, please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. So this is someone from your past who wants forgiveness. Wow, that's a very significant message that's coming through here. Okay, and let's grab one more song. One Sweet Day, Mariah Carey with Boys to Men. Sorry, I never told you all I wanted to say. Now it's too late to hold you 'cause you've flown away, so far away. Never had I imagined living without your smile, feeling and knowing you hear me. It keeps me alive. So they could still feel connected to you. There might even be telepathic communication here between the two of you, but they're coming through with an apology and a lot of regrets here. So if my feminines especially tuning in, I feel you've got a masculine from your past who wants to return. It's up to you if you accept them back in, because you're meant to have this happily ever after with that son. So choose wisely, because, you know, it might not be a good idea to allow this person from the past back in, especially if you've already got somebody here that's able to love you the way that this person from the past could not. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. You've got some choices and decisions to make this weekend. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.